Welcome back. Good to see you. WeArEuS, and this is Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Now, I finally found her. The Queen. The Queen. It took a bit of doing, but apparently she is actually not that hard to find. I looked everywhere else. All over here. Nenio equipped Bite again. I don't know why. Speaking of Nenio, I also spoke to her and she examined me. It was a fruitless endeavor, but scientific progress usually involves some... Anyway, I eventually found her, and so I figured, why not? There are also two other things we need to take care of once we get through with talking to the Queen. Queen Galfrey nods to you cordially. Her armor is plain and unadorned. As promised, I entered the ranks incognito. Along with a few bodyguards, I've introduced myself as Kitrain, an old friend of yours. I'm a knight of a minor order, the Green Crows. We shall see how long it takes Anevia to sniff me out. Why did you entrust me with Daran? The Queen smiles. I saw such a wonderful opportunity to teach the Count a lesson. Just couldn't resist. Honestly, I expected you to dismiss him forthwith. The Count would have been forced to return to court a laughingstock. It would have been a truly sobering experience. There's nothing more disgraceful for a Mandevian nobleman than to be discharged like that. Terran and Arendai. The Queen shakes her head. He was such a lovely child. His mother, Lady Selena, was one of the most gracious people I have ever met. She was amiable, yet decorous and truly kind. Bonds of kinship among the nobility are, on the whole, highly practical and only useful for forming alliances, but Countess Arendai managed to become a true member of my family. I suppose that is why I spent so much time believing her son to be a better person than he actually was. His company is a heavy burden. Still, I must admit that I am quite pleased you decided to keep him on as a companion. There's a small chance that once he has had a true taste of the Crusade life, the Count will finally cease to mock the Crusaders as cynically as he is wont to do. Yeah, I don't really care about any of the answers to any of these other questions. As far as I'm concerned, all of them have been answered, and this is, frankly, all my fault. So, let's go. We got 400 XP for that. We are 2,000, well, 1,500 XP out from leveling. And we're about to get a couple chunks more. First things first, let's talk to Sela. Then we'll head back and do the other thing. Sela is this way. There we go. Sela looks sad and pensive. It's good to see you. Get this. Janna, the one who ran away when we were attacked by demons, never went back to her unit. She was seen running toward Numeria. Looks like she deserted. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about, or not the only thing. Since our raid on the Houndheart's camp, I've had this sinking feeling that I made a mistake. Dragging you into this, I mean. I should have known that a raid along the edge of the world wouldn't be easy. But mostly, I was wrong about a lot of people. About Janna, who lost her nerve and abandoned her friends. About Curl. I knew he was a thief, but I really thought he'd turned over a new leaf and deserved a little compassion and trust. And Elan. I thought we were kindred spirits. Friends through thick and thin, but it looks like I was wrong about him too. Sela looks at you closely, waiting for you to answer. When I first encountered this, I knew she was going to want to talk, but I tested it anyway, and I went with number 4 just to get out of this conversation. I genuinely don't know which one to go with, but I know evil is just not an option here. Everything it says is nothing that Morrow believes in. Frankly, her blind trust in people as a result of her own circumstances is unwise. Remember, she blindly trusted the drow who are masquerading as scouts, and only a couple of us actually noticed anything was wrong. So that's a problem. You've definitely made a lot of mistakes. You can't go on blind trust, especially when it comes up to people who slipped up in the past, like that thief Curl. Granted, saying this, you have to remember that Seela, if you didn't know, Seela used to be a thief, but she decided to change when her thieving got someone killed. It was incidental, but she blames herself for it, and that's sort of why she's doing what she's doing now. I'm still going to go with this one because good is kind of but lawful is also kind of But I made mistakes in the past too, and I managed to find my way toward the right path. Why should I deny others the same chance? Forgive me, I spoke out of turn. I'll think about what you said. Thanks for listening to my grumbling and helping me get to the bottom of this. I'm not going to leave things as they stand. If I get the chance, I'll track down Jana and see if I can talk some sense into her and find out why Curl did what he did. I can't stop thinking about what Elan told me in the end. I really have become more powerful than paladins who are far more experienced and selfless than me. There's something not right about it. A servant of Iomedes should gain their powers through dedicated personal effort. It's the only way to make sure they'll use the power for good. Tell that mess to Holrun. Oh wait, you can't. He's dead because he was a monster. Our journey so far, it's all wrong, and it means I need to be 3 times as hard on myself now. I can't disagree with her. Another 400. Woo! Let's keep the good times going. Now, the other thing awaits us in the commander's tent, which is I am turned around. This is the smith, so right here. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, she's not wrong. Like, it's a little strange that we just show up and happen to be the one. If it were me watching, if this were a TV show, I'd be like, does no one else find this fishy? This is highly suspicious, highly irregular. Why is no one questioning just how wrong this is? Just how easy it's been for this one person. It's weird. This person has to be. There's something wrong with them, right? So, that's what I'm feeling right now, but I'm going to push that down. Now, as for why we're here, it's the mysterious elf. A wounded elf, huh? Well, there are lots of wounded in Kenabres. Who wounded him? In what way? Anevia appears relaxed, even nonchalant, but her eyes gleam attentively, and her hands, as if by coincidence, are resting on her belt, next to her weapon. How should I know? It must have been demons. If the wound was serious, I doubt he is fully recovered from it. Maybe if you could point me toward a healer, I could... The woman, wrapped in rags all the way up to her eyes, turns around at the sound of your footsteps. In a lightning-fast motion, Anevia knocks something from the woman's hands, an amulet that seemingly appeared out of nowhere. It falls to the ground and disappears in a flash of magic. What's the rush, sweetheart? Stay a while. The commander and me, we've got a couple questions for you, too. You won't escape this time. Who are you, and why are you hiding your face, Kaylessa? Fine. You've got me. We'll talk, but not here. Leave me somewhere away from prying eyes. She's all yours, Commander. I caught her. I handed her over. And now, as they say, I wash my hands of this whole affair. What do you want from me, soldier? In an exasperated gesture, she rips off her half-mask, and you see her black skin and crimson eyes. Obviously, it's Kaylessa, the elf you met in Kenabras. Okay. I'm just going to make this simple. I've already spoken to her before. She doesn't tell us anything we didn't already know. The only interesting thing here is this. I've met other elves like you, who look like you. They serve the demons. Anemra's minions. The words escape her lips before she's able to stop them. Then she looks at you with visible irritation. One of Deskari's servants is a powerful elf by the name of Anamora, and those corrupted elves are her lackeys. Don't ask me how I know this or why my appearance is similar to theirs. I'm not your enemy, but if you see them, kill them without remorse. Haven't we already been over the... We've already been over the fact that she's a drow. We noticed this with our with a perception check, I believe. Pretty sure. We met her back in the market square, all the way off in a little corner. She was bleeding out, and we decided to heal her. I don't remember which of these options takes us to the part that I want you guys to see. This one is irrelevant. Nothing interesting in their conversation there. So we'll go with this one and then spy if it doesn't have what I'm looking for. You're a drow, aren't you? She flinches, looking at you with undisguised sorrow. You have a keen eye for these things, don't you, soldier? You guessed correctly. I'm a drow, but don't think that gives you the right to judge me. There's much you don't know about me and will never know. Believe me, it's for your own good. Are you a spy? Her scarlet eyes flash defiantly, and she mutters through her teeth, I'm not going to hide it. I come here to commit a violent and bloody act, but I do not serve the demons and I won't do you or your forces any harm. Don't be coy. I need details. Why? Frowning skeptically, she gives you an appraising look. And what will you do with my story? Take it into account and pass your judgment? Kill me if you deem me a reprobate? Help the poor girl if you don't? Well, I haven't asked for your help, and your authority to judge me seems rather dubious. She's lying to you. She's lying to you, and it's plain as day. I'll leave you be. She shrugs casually as if her fate had not been hanging in the balance just moments ago. Now, that's it. There's nothing else of interest here. We already know she's looking for Thorn. And don't forget, since remember the drow who attacked us in the previous video? They were disguised. So it wouldn't surprise me to find out Thorn is also disguised. Anyway, we are done here. You may go. But why?
Godspeed.
But why? Really, huh? Okay, so that's it for that. Apparently there's no... We failed the goddamn perception check. There wasn't really much to be seen had we successfully managed the perception check. So, really, we can actually get out of here now. I also shored up our forces a little bit. We now have 3 armies. We've got next to no funds, of course. But we've got 3 armies. Only 1 general. Those bastards are really expensive. But we've got a nice... Fights with the armies are going to be pretty good. Okay. Let's head here. What? Silly. The path to this location is unknown, even though there's an obvious trail to it. All of your characters. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. 17 hours of continuous travel will do that to you.
Can you move faster and stop goggling around you like a fool all the time?
But I don't know if I'll ever see these places again. It will be awful if I can't remember anything interesting before I die.
Aw, a bit of cheerful conversation. How nice. That is a massive chunk of corruption. Good job, Seela. God dang it. Well, obviously, we quick save first. Well, first, let's clear this place of hostile life forms. Get your hands off that, it's mine! Yours? But watch me. Wait, someone's here. Run! And what is this? Nobody's running. Draw your weapons and fight, you cowards, or I'll cut you down myself. Okay, so this guy is now invisible. If that was the start of his turn, we know where he is. Right in here. Oh, great, an alchemist. I should make their lives an absolute nightmare, huh? So, first things first. Web of catching. Probably put it here. I don't know how much of this area they can't actually traverse. But we'll go like this. And then... well, that's the end of his turn, actually. Marauder. Do we have any mages in the house? We got an alchemist. And he'd need to move up a little. Ooh, actually into the web. We're not doing that. Hurts, don't it? Hurry up. He took a shot at Mr. Ed dealing 36 damage? What the absolute frick? He's only level 5. Oh, it was a crit. That explains a lot, actually. There was a tiny man in here somewhere. But I don't see him on the bar. Of course, probably wouldn't because he's invisible. Do I really want to waste my time with this? Horse needs armor. Since he's apparently such a beautiful target. You're stuck. You're stuck. Are you? There he is. Beautiful. We'll deal with you shortly.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Or as a matter of course. Either way. So. Dang it. There's no good way to do this. Okay, let's do it this way instead. Yeah, his life's going to suck for a little bit. But that'll help cut down on some of the other idiots. Archon Aura is not really useful to us right now. Healing, though. That's our jam. And now, Woljif, if you would ever so kindly...
Cover me, all right?
Thank you for that. Marauder leader. Making sure we don't miss. Missed anyway. Good job. Did you not? Better check him. He doesn't have any resistances or immunities. Aren't you feeling a little sleepy? Frick. That's right, feel the burn. Wow, 4.
Just a little more.
Missed every single hit? What is his armor class? 24? That actually explains a lot. Come on, man. Okay. Let's get him somewhere out of the way.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Okay. I see how this is going to be.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Good, he's blind now.
Tactical retreat.
Are you actually... That's it for us. Wait. I don't know how far up we can go before... Okay. First things first, we get buffed out the wazoo.
The world's not ending just yet.
Then we grant this to Mr. Ed. Have Sela.
Together we stand.
I forgot Sela could use Blessed Weapon on Mr. Ed. I'll use it on WoJif. What else?
I'm all ears.
He's got no
I was
buffs.
restless.
Rules are made to be broken.
Bark skin for Sela while we're at it. And WoJif. Nothing else.
Ask nicely.
WoJif has... What do you have? This and what else? Right, this for you. He's also got bark skin. I think that's about all the prep work we can do, right? Oh, he could have blinded him. That's for himself. No thanks. Right, I could have summoned an elemental to take a shot or two. As a matter of fact, we can do that now. Sure. When you're ready. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is... Well, let's start with damage. Actually... We're going to end up moved forward some. That is a really good line. Okay. So, first things first. Yeah, we stay about here anyway. So we just need to cast this carefully. Mr. Ed will take a bit of damage, but I think we'll be fine.
Do not waver!
Come get some. They probably won't get here in time to actually make it into the pit. Let's do it this way.
Yes!
I tried to be nice last time, I really did. Unfortunately, they made that a bit of an issue, didn't they? So, I'm going to punish them by using every trick in my arsenal to make their lives an absolute nightmare. Successfully this time. He doesn't really have anything he can do right now, so Mr. Ed still has the Shield of Faith buff. Why not give that to Woljif too while we're at it? She's got absolutely nothing to do right now, so we'll move her back. So can they see his illusions but not him? That's a curious detail. Okay, so we'll start off like this. It's the small things, you know? Death by 1,000 cuts and all. How much further would he need to move up to land that shot? Not very. $41 damage to the Marauder leader. He's out of here almost. Meanwhile, as my enemies rip their flesh off their bones, and their angry march towards us, I wonder if I should add nausea on top of this. No one's in range, so we just wait. This grants a deflection bonus to AC, so it should work. Actually, shouldn't this conflict with Shield of Faith? Or, I mean, Ward? Or whatever. Okay. Sound. Our audio is drunk. That's fine. That's right. Now, for the piece de resistance. Or a little sickness on top of it. Because why the frick not? Good. Like that. They're after Morrow now anyway, because they only know about him. That's right. Oh, into the grease. Unfortunate. Speaking of grease. Marauder leader can't move. And he's dead now. All good things come to those who wait, unless they're my enemies. Flesh, where'd you go? Where's my skin? No one knows. That's right. Let's deal with the archer first. Those guys hit way harder than they have any bit. Well, no, they don't. They hit Morrow for 10, and he has no AC. Speaking of Morrow, how much further up would he need to move? I wonder if I could stack 2 of these on top of each other. For double the bleed. Well, for double the ripping, I mean. I may as well. I mean, why the frick not? He's got Bit of Fun active, so it's fine. And a spot of grease here. Now we'll put it here, so he doesn't need to move. Meanwhile, Wojif eats archers for breakfast. Good golly, Miss Molly. Oh yes, please continue to move forward. That's 1 shot on Morrow. And a few on Wojif too. Let's begin retreating, shall we? That way they need to come to us to have that party they want. I don't need Dispel or anything, so let's keep going. I will leave Sela here. Let's move her back just a teeny bit. They already know I'm here. Let's get some grease under their feet. Well, they know about Wojif. Also, those weren't Woljif's illusions. Those were Morrow's. I wasn't paying enough attention because they both have capes. Whoops. If we need another web, we'll take care of that when it becomes an issue. As for Lan, you need to go. He's gone. That's right. Slow and steady lose their skin. I didn't say that right, but it's fine. It all worked out. I've got nothing else to do, guys. You need to get... Oh, I think I can actually... I'd have to move up a bit. Nah. Instead, we'll just do this. Make a night of it, you know? Meanwhile, Lan secures the goods again. Good boy. We appear to have 5 still. Anyone in view? No, of course not. That might accidentally make sense. Let's try moving him around, see if we can get some vision on someone. And then face down in the grease and thorns. Actually, let's move Ward over to him. Let's get her out of... well... Can't move Mr. Ed out of stealth, but they can see Sealer, so it's fine. The rest of it work itself out. Oh, I could also do it this way. Yes.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I forgot that one was there. The frick? 3... Nope, just 2 whiffs on land. I thought he shot 3 times. Weird. Can I even use challenge? Yeah, we can. Why not? I've made a terrible mistake. Well, I couldn't stop them in time. You can cancel a unit's action by pressing G, but I don't normally know where G is, so I had to look down. I should change that to F. I know where F is. Anyway. You smell that?
You won't survive me.
And we'll just let the other one come to us casually. Get up, get out. Frankly, I think everyone's done, so we can start dismissing some of this stuff. Are you free, buddy? You okay? There you go. So, as I said, some of this can go. Unfortunately, we can only dismiss one thing at a time. So, let's see.
Our time has come.
There's still another guy left, we know that, but he's not likely to kill anyone. He said moments before disaster strikes. Make this... Nope. That was all Woljif, apparently.
Don't mind me.
Can anyone get
A
through
bright future
here
awaits us.
safely? Oh, the web, right. Actually, we'll try going around the outside. Around the outside.
Yet another obstacle.
What? Oh, hey there. Here, I'll give you something to be mad at. Grrr. No one but Horse is injured, so we use a heal. We use an AoE heal, I mean.
Endure this.
That's not right. I can wait. Pretty sure that's it.
Godspeed.
Moments before disaster strikes. So,
Something wrong?
Usually. Actually, before I have him do that... Right, the webs. There's only the one, thank goodness. Covers such a huge area, too. And then he looks pleased. There's no one alive to do this. What are you doing, game? Oh, if this doesn't work. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that could have ended in tragedy.
Fine.
That's a weird one right there. Everyone else is dead. He's over here practicing battle cries on his own in private. Oh, that is embarrassing.
Meditate on your mistakes. It might make you feel better.
Not as good as an arrow between the eyes. Trust me.
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
I'm here. Where else would I be?
Is there anyone else practicing battle cries in private? You can trust me. I won't tell. There doesn't appear to be anyone else here. But WeArEuS has died due to that thought before. So let's make absolutely certain.
Watch and learn.
Not hesitate.
Whoop.
I welcome your company.
And WeArEuS has to do... Now we can go. And finally, get loot. Bad guys have all the best stuff. That is either enchanted or enhanced chain shirts. Marauder Leader had some weird stuff in his pockets. Didn't want that one. Okay. A moss pottage. That's an option. And 4 separate unidentified items, of which maybe one will actually be interesting. But I'm not complaining. Poor guy. He died alone and confused. Well, when he died, he didn't actually realize it happened. He just sort of exploded. Well, he did hear the whistling sound of the arrow flying towards him. So he died confused. But that's about it. I haven't seen any perception checks.
Let us press on. We march ahead.
Letter to a noble crusader. I hope this letter finds you in good health, Sir William. Ooh, this one's going to be a long one. Oh my god. Well, if you guys are interested, I will be skimming it so you can pause and read it yourselves. All the cows gave black milk. So, chocolate. Without the chocolate. Wow. So, not chocolate milk without the chocolate. Vixola Village. Well. Not worth taking, so ignore it.
Our path leads on.
The fastest way out is this way. Okay, before we actually get started, I took the time to go ahead and sell all of the things that needed selling. Made some extra space by selling some junk that I wasn't aware had been accruing, and one of the tabs that doesn't actually have an icon, it's just where literal junk goes. I saved some of the stuff because it didn't actually say that it should be sold, like a collector might be interested in this. Nothing like that. I kept as much of that as I could, moved the books out, sold all of the weapons that didn't actually do anything. We actually have, well, I don't have it with us, but it's in the box. We now have a cold iron masterwork bow, composite bow on top of that. Now, as for this business, who is this? The archers? The mage? Smite evil. May as well. Interesting. So clerics can use their ability and then still attack. God dang it. So we've gotten more finance points. Good, good, good. The site of an old battle between crusaders and demons is still strewn with thousands of corpses. The stench of death hangs thick in the air while the survivors lurch around the battlefield looting whatever they can. The dead, after all, won't need their trinkets and keepsakes anytime soon. Oh good, we got a good chunk of finance points. We actually can't even approach that yet. Army number 2 is considerably larger, but is still rank 1 apparently. Weird. Oh great, a Brimerack. We needed those. Once per round, before the action of any allied unit, a general can use an ability or a spell. The abilities of generals in the fighter and ranger classes have a limited number of uses per battle. The spells of a wizard do not have this restriction, but their use requires spending the general's energy. Each day, generals restore 10% of their maximum energy. Oh good, no AoE. That's something we definitely did not need. You may be wondering why I left this area exposed for this guy to go ahead and attack that. It's because I know he won't. Oh, we can kill this one first. Nice, he put a little bit of his back into that swing. Unexpected consequences. Right in the back. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. What's it like being in a sandwich? Ooh, almost messed that up. Did you just attack this thing from the front? I really should have read what heroism does. The morale stat reflects the general mood. The morale stat reflects the general mood of the Crusaders. Positive morale increases resource income and the number of troops available for recruitment, while negative morale decreases these numbers. Morale changes depending on the morale banners, while special contingents... There was a bit of a yawn behind it, that's why I messed it up. Morale... Nope. While special conditions are met, the banner remains green and increases morale by 1 per day. If the special conditions are not met, the banner turns yellow for 3 days but still increases morale by 1 per day. Then the banner turns red and decreases morale by 3 per day. Your army is currently carrying 2 banners. The banner of victories stays green while you defeat demon armies. Each victory over a demon army adds 4 days to the time the banner of victories stays green. The banner of the March on Dresden stays green while you defeat armies on the road to Dresden. Each victory over a demon army on the road to Dresden adds 10 days to the time the banner of the March on Dresden stays green. Each unit has its own combat morale, starting value of which depends on the crusade morale. Various combat effects and spells can change combat morale until the end of battle. Positive morale grants the unit a chance to perform another action in the same turn, while units with negative combat morale have a chance to panic and lose their action or even flee. Undead units, as well as some others, do not have combat morale. Crusaders stumble upon a group of ragged and exhausted scouts. They had set out on a patrol mission deep into the world wound, but when Kennebres was attacked, they found themselves cut off and surrounded by demons. Surviving in such hostile conditions was not easy, but the scouts' spirits remained high, and they readily joined the commander's forces. Final one. Having defeated the enemy, the Crusaders scatter across the battlefield in search of trophies. The officers keep an eye on the process so that all the valuable trophies go to the treasury and do not end up in the pockets of lucky soldiers. Nice. Where's Army 3? Oh. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and well, nuts. Damage is 18 to 20. You definitely outpace those guys. That is not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted either. What are you doing? I may send these archers south to meet with this group. And then we'll go and visit Conundrum Unsolved, because why the frick not? We do not have enough to recruit another general. And I am not going to buy one out of my own pocket. Yet. For now, I think that's enough of this. Let's do it this way. Great. First, we quick save. Then, we hard save.
Watch and learn.
I'm just looking for loot. That's... Oh, right. Speaking of loot, what we picked up from the other scene of... Well, it wasn't a crime. At least not one you can pin on me. We got this. This was the only actual thing of value, aside from the cold iron masterwork composite bow. A mouthful, I know. We got 3 of those, and I sold 2 of them. Because why not? It's good money. Anyway, momentum. Whenever the wielder of this +2 light hammer confirms a critical hit with it, all the members of their party are affected with the equivalent of a haste spell. Well, a haste spell effect, anyway. For 1 to 3 rounds. I don't hate that. I don't know if Woljif can actually make use of it, given that it's a crit thing. See, what I did was, all of the weapons, I had quite a considerable number more of these. This can actually go. So all of the weapons that had effects that depended on crits, right into the box. That I don't need that mess. Most of the effects aren't even powerful enough to be worth it. This is something I could consider. And it's better. No, it's not. It's actually worse than the dagger. The shiny dagger does way more damage. Frankly, I could just do something like this as well. Then I really wouldn't have to choose. In fact, you could just use these and then swap off. Of course, this is all about the damage, so there's that. I could put this one here, and then this loadout would be just pure crowd control when I don't need damage. But when don't I need damage? So it shall be.
Let us press on.
So this is going into a cave, huh? Okay.
I was never good at stealth, but I'll try.
Right. Make sure she gets on her horse.
was never good at stealth, but I'll try.
Oh, this doesn't look safe. No, I think that's remove fear, pocket mirror. Not to be confused with pocket sand. This place is awful and I love it. Can we actually get around that? We need to get into the cave. Do we do it one by one?
No reason to pause.
I didn't want to risk it. What can I say?
Our path leads on.
Probably save, just to be safe. Never know what sort of shenanigans are going to result in a corpse on your side.
I will guide us.
Perception checks. Oh. I think this is a puzzle room, not anywhere where violence may occur. Can't be too sure, though. Ah, I see how this is going to be. This is going to be a bit more of an intricate puzzle, and then there's actual loot.
I will help where I can.
I stand ready.
No more need for stealth. So, what is the solution to this puzzle? Don't you dare tempt me like that. But seriously. Okay, let's see. The usable or in here? It feels like I am lacking critical information. These remind me of the markings on the wall near the entrance. Well, the doorway we came in through. Or that one. That one works too. If you look at it the right way, it looks like an R, so is there anywhere where something like that? No. The top is actually indented. This one goes upward, well, arcs upward rather than downward. This looks like the one that's on the floor. Looks like. Also, there's a giant spider motif on the wall. I'm not a fan of that. And what that could mean for us. What order are they seeking here? In one spot we've got an R and an F. And in the other is another R and I have no idea what to make of that symbol. Maybe like a demon slug, given these could be antennae, and then with little arms. So I guess we can go with that. So first, it was an R and an F. This one. And then... Not familiar with the bottom symbol, but the top one looks like the demon slug. Curious. It was easy, wasn't it? Simple puzzle, simple solution. But it was just the beginning. Its purpose was to awaken curiosity. A translucent figure appears out of thin air, clad in a loose-fitting robe. Its face is hidden behind a simple, unadorned mask. Mortals are not meant to unveil the secrets of the universe and grasp the meaning of creation, but is this really so? The secrets of the universe will only be revealed to the most worthy of mortals. Prove yourself and be the first for whom all the secrets of the world are revealed. The Heart of Mystery is located west of here. Solve the puzzle and you will comprehend the forbidden knowledge. A map of an area that looks vaguely like the world wound appears in the figure's hands. A single dot shines brightly on the map. Who are you? The translucent figure remains silent. What are you? Okay. Your map is obviously outdated. Comprehend the meaning of creation for the most worthy of mortals. The Heart of Mystery prove all the secrets of the world. The translucent figure vanishes into thin air. I guess he didn't like that. I guess he did not appreciate my commenting on that. So let's see. Get everyone ready to go. Elven notes. This is for the storyteller. Hopefully that means he'll be back at camp. Parting. But in order to get Mr. Ed to be able to wear it, I would have to... He said west. In order to get Mr. Ed to wear it, I'd have to respec Sela again. And who knows what I might lose in exchange. Granted, I have not had many opportunities to make use of Sunder armor. Which is a shame. Okay, so this guy said a map of an area that looks vaguely like the world wound appears in the figure's hands. The Heart of Mystery is located west of here. So he wasn't talking in this area. He was saying it's an entirely separate area. I guess, man. Let me make sure this is all the way down here. We've checked this place out thoroughly, so we have the Elven notes. We're looking for this. I already know he can't, but a man can dream. It's not as good as the other one, I'll be honest. The other one had, I think it had damage reduction, didn't it? Oh, right, I forgot about the other stuff. You don't have that, you don't sing. He doesn't have weapon finesse. His strength modifier is also much higher. Blood Clarity. Whenever the wearer of this Cloak of Resistance +2 lands a killing blow, they gain immunity to mind-affecting conditions for 3 rounds. Actually, that's pretty good. Horse has Cloak now. Mind-affecting effects. It's not really useful for Morrow because he doesn't have the ability to do... well, to normally... If he gets charmed, he would probably kill everyone. Now that I think about it. So, better to be safe than sorry. I guess Lan could use a good cloak. There you go. Be a little less naked, why don't you? You know what? I think he needs a hat to go with that. Beautiful. Absolutely. Oh, dashing. Daring. Wild. Whenever this composite longbow confirms a crit on an enemy, if the enemy isn't immediately blown the frick up, they must pass a saving throw or suffer a curse of a negative penalty to will, fortitude, and reflex. The only reason I have you is because you do so much damage. Okay. I may have to go back to the drawing board about the bows. But that is an issue for later. I do like this effect. It requires a crit. I'm not one to wager on the luck of the Irish. I should probably save before I get ambushed. Anything over here? Well, nuts. Well, a guy can dream.
We march ahead.
Also, I don't know if the puzzle was basically one that solved itself and you just had to click, or if I actually just got it right on the first try. No idea. Ah, yeah, I dropped that. Okay, we've already done this. I don't know why we're doing it again. Why is it doing this before we've actually loaded into the map? I came back because I saw on the name of the location that there was an exclamation mark, meaning there was a mission there. Well, quest. Apparently, the west I was supposed to go to is actually still in this location, because nothing else showed up on the overworld map. Will you at least tell me what the Heart of Mystery is? So that's a fat no. Wonderful. Glad I could help. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is north. This is west. So... Huh. Curious.
Our path leads on.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I was wrong, and that's perfectly fine. So I have to go, wandering over in this direction looking for, well, I'm guessing another place similar in name to this. Regardless, this is where we're going to end the video. I might, on my own time, go ahead and clean up these two demon armies. You've also got the nameless ruins that Nenio wanted to visit, which means I have to go and get her, or at least, summon her. Then we've got Chili Creek. We've got to work our way over there. So it's going to be a whole big thing. We can take care of these easily. This, however, that's going to be an issue. Nevertheless, I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back tomorrow with more. So, I hope you're ready. And so with all that said, we will see you next time.